From all of these, from these 3 meals, I have I'm lost 6,000 calories more to my daily income. Eggs and rice. And today I decided to add some beef pastrami, something around 400 or 500 grams.
But behind this monstrous look, one thing stands above everything else: his eating. Because Ilya Golem doesn't just train like a machine, he fuels like one. His daily food routine is something the average person couldn't survive even for a day. For him, it's just the engine that keeps the beast alive. Imagine waking up and eating a breakfast that looks like a family meal. Plates stacked with eggs, mountains of rice, slabs of meat, clean carbs, clean proteins, clean fuel. And that's just the opening act. Ilya treats every meal like a mission. There's no cheat code, no shortcuts, no magic trick, just raw, relentless consistency. Meal after meal, hour after hour, he feeds the monster within. And what makes it even more shocking? He maintains this routine with calmness and discipline. While most people struggle to finish one heavy meal, he eats with focus, precision, almost like it's nothing. Because to him, food isn't pleasure, it's fuel. It's the difference between being big and being a walking earthquake. His training and eating work together like two unstoppable forces. When he steps into the gym, he carries the energy of every meal he consumed. And when he leaves, he knows it's time to refuel again. The cycle never ends.
These, it's the same, something around 2,500–3,000 calories. All these. Post-workout meal: beef with onion and mushrooms and boiled rice.
It's a lifestyle, a mindset, A commitment only a few on this planet can truly understand. What makes Ilya Golem special isn't just his size, it's the discipline behind it. Anyone can dream of being huge, but very few can live the way he does. The constant eating, the heavy lifting, the daily grind, the mental toughness required to stick with it year after year. That's what transforms a man into a monster. But Ilya doesn't just grow muscles, he inspires. People look at him and see what extreme dedication looks like. They see a guy who didn't stop at big. He pushed until the world had no choice but to notice. He turned his life into a mission: build, grow, and become the strongest version of himself, no matter how much work it takes. With his colossal frame and unreal proportions, understand something. This isn't an accident. This is the result of thousands of meals, thousands of hours of training, and a mindset built to dominate. Ilya Golem isn't normal. He isn't average. He is a monster crafted by discipline, fueled by food, and powered by a hunger, both literal and mental, that never stops.
Today, we talk about a man who doesn't just enter the gym, he shakes the ground beneath it. A man whose presence turns heads, whose size makes even elite pros look twice, and whose rise in bodybuilding has shocked the entire world. This is Rubio Laroka Mascara. A beast. A force. A walking mountain of muscle. Rubio isn't just big, he is unreal. Standing tall with gigantic traps, cannonball shoulders, and arms that look carved out of solid granite, Rubio carries the kind of mass that makes crowds gasp the moment he steps onto the scene. People don't describe him as a bodybuilder, they describe him as a phenomenon. Born in Colombia, Rubio started his journey far away from bright lights and big stages. He built his body through raw hard work, endless hours of training, and a mindset that refused to break. Every rep, every set, every drop of sweat became a step toward becoming Laroka. The Rock, the Beast of Colombia. And when he entered the global stage, he exploded. Social media went wild. Bodybuilding fans around the world couldn't believe what they were seeing. His sheer size looked impossible, his muscles round, full, and pushing the limits of what the human frame can carry. Rubio trains with a mission. He is not trying to be good. He is not trying to be great. He is trying to be unstoppable. Heavy weights, brutal intensity, and a mindset that says, I am coming for the top, no matter who stands in the way. And that's what makes him different. What shocks people most is not just his mass, but how fast he is rising. Rubio stepped into the bodybuilding world like a storm, loud, powerful, and impossible to ignore. Every update, every photo, every training clip makes one thing clear. This man is not slowing down. Fans call him a future Olympia threat. Critics say his size is beyond belief. Supporters say he is rewriting the standards of modern bodybuilding. But everyone agrees on one thing. Rubio Mascara is one of the biggest, freakiest, and most exciting physiques on the planet today. And his journey? It's only getting started. So if you want to witness the rise of a true beast, keep your eyes on Rubio Laroka Mascara. Because once he enters the arena, once he hits his poses, once he unleashes that monstrous physique, the world stops and watches. This is the era of the beast. This is the rise of Rubio Mascara.
The Mutant. And today, we dive into the story of how he became one of the most monstrous, most talked about athletes on the planet. Nick Walker didn't just wake up with granite-hard muscle and freakish proportions. His rise was built on years of obsession, discipline, and a mindset stronger than steel. From the moment he stepped onto the competitive scene, people knew he wasn't just another athlete. He was a force. Thick arms, a back that looked like armor, quads that could rival pillars, Nick brought a level of mass and conditioning that felt almost superhuman. But what makes Nick Walker truly terrifying, in the best way, isn't just the size. It's the intensity behind the size. Every rep, every set, every drop of sweat comes with a purpose. He trains like a machine, a monster built for one mission: to dominate. His workouts are brutal, his focus never breaks, and the results speak louder than words. Nick's presence on stage is something fans never forget. Under the lights, with veins like road maps and muscle density that almost defies biology, he transforms into something beyond ordinary bodybuilding. The crowd reacts instantly: shock, awe, disbelief. because Nick Walker stands there not just to compete, but to command attention. And despite the massive size and fearsome look, Nick's journey has been far from easy. He's faced criticism, injuries, setbacks, moments that would break most athletes. But not Nick. The mutant mentality means pushing forward no matter what. It means turning pain into power, doubt into drive. His nickname isn't for show. It represents his evolution, how he rebuilt himself, time and time again, molding his physique into something that seems engineered rather than born. Every transformation, every improvement, proves one thing: Nick Walker is relentless. And today, he stands as one of the most inspiring and intimidating figures in the sport. A symbol of hard work. A reminder that greatness isn't given, it's created through sacrifice, grit, and a willingness to go where others won't. So when you see Nick Walker walk into the gym or step on the stage, you're not just looking at a bodybuilder. You're looking at a phenomenon. A monster in muscle. A man who earned every ounce of his legend. This is Nick Walker, the mutant. Ready to shock the world again.
It terrified them. Marcus wasn't built like a normal human. He was engineered like a walking tank, a creature of raw mass, granite density, and freakish proportions that made jaws drop wherever he went. Marcus' rule didn't chase size, he devoured it. When others trained to grow, he trained to dominate. His shoulders exploded outward like boulders glued to steel. His chest looked like it was carved from armored plates. And his arms, massive, swollen, unbelievable, looked like they were trying to escape his own skin. Marcus didn't just lift weights, he attacked them with the fury of a man who refused to be overlooked. From the very beginning, Marcus wasn't meant to be ordinary. He trained with a mindset that few could even understand. Heavy wasn't enough. Pain wasn't a barrier. Limits didn't exist. Every rep was a war. Every set was a mission. His workouts became legendary because they weren't routines, they were battles fought with iron.
Verdauung mit Haferflocken würde ich die zarten nehmen und würde die Haferflocken auch immer kurz vorher einweichen. Also so 10-15 Minuten in Wasser einweichen, dass das schon mal aufquellt.
Ja, geschmacklich lecker. Aber auch, ja, auch Verdünnungsmittel drin. Wie wolltest du es machen? Ne? Kristallischen. Was ist jetzt los?
Elsterbach, tolles Studio. Oder besucht mal in Punktstadt das Extreme Fitness.
People who saw Marcus for the first time froze. Some laughed in disbelief. Some stared in shock. Because this wasn't just a bodybuilder, this was a creature built on intensity. A monster crafted through discipline, obsession, and a level of effort that pushed beyond the edge of human ability. Marcus Rule carried an energy that made people step back. His presence alone could fill a room. He didn't need attitude. He didn't need words. His physique said everything. It said, I'm here. And I'm built different. But the true monster behind the muscle was the mindset. Marcus rose above setbacks, injuries, and doubt. He didn't quit. He didn't slow down. He kept pushing until he sculpted one of the most iconic and freakiest physiques the world has ever witnessed. His legacy isn't just size, it's inspiration. A symbol that hard work can transform a person into something unbelievable. Marcus Rule proved that being a monster isn't just about muscle, it's about heart, drive, and the courage to stand apart from the ordinary.
Geschmack. Einfach, ja. Die Macadamien habe ich jetzt schon zur Hälfte leer gefressen. Und so, jetzt fangen wir einfach mal an. Was kann man da...
Männer, ihr wisst jetzt, ich sauf wirklich ein Tut
gemacht und habe so 2 Löffel rein, so 2 Esslöffel, ja, damit ich ein bisschen Geschmack habe. Also wie gesagt, das Mischungsverhältnis liegt bei jedem selbst, aber es geht nur ein bisschen um Geschmack dran.
So when people talk about freak strength, about unstoppable mass, about a true iron giant, the name Marcus Rule rises above the rest. A legend. A beast. A machine built with pure willpower. And that is the monster story of Marcus Rule.
Samson Dauda, a man built not just with muscle, but with unstoppable power. When Samson enters the room, the atmosphere changes. The ground feels heavier, the air feels thicker, and every eye locks on him. Because this isn't just a bodybuilder, this is a force of nature. Samson Dauda didn't climb to the top with luck. He climbed with intensity, with discipline, with a hunger so fierce that it could shake the world of iron. Every rep he performs looks like a battle, every set feels like a war, and every training session is a reminder that greatness isn't given. It's earned in sweat, pain, and absolute dedication. From the moment Samson wraps his hands around the bar, you can feel the beast inside him waking up. The weights don't just move, they surrender. His back widens like wings of a titan, his shoulders look carved from stone, and his arms pulse with raw power. Samson trains like he's forging himself in fire, like each workout is shaping him into something more than human. And what makes Samson truly terrifying is his combination of size and shape. Massive, round, thick muscle packed onto a frame that moves with confidence and control. Most men dream of building one standout body part. Samson builds everything. Chest exploding with density, legs like tree trunks, a silhouette that looks engineered for dominance. He is the definition of a modern monster. But behind the beast is a man with discipline sharper than steel. Early mornings, late nights, meals eaten with precision, posing practiced with obsession, training executed with military focus. This is what built the Samson we see today. Not shortcuts, not magic, just pure, relentless work. And every year, he evolves. Every year, he comes back heavier, harder, more complete, as if he's reshaping the limits of bodybuilding itself. Samson Dauda doesn't just improve, he transforms. Like a creature growing stronger after every battle. When fans see him, they don't just see muscle, they see dominance. They see a man who carries himself with the presence of a king, with the power of a warrior, and with the hunger of a beast who refuses to settle for anything less than greatness. Samson's journey reminds the world that champions are not born, they are carved through struggle. He has taken hits, faced pressure, fought critics, pushed through exhaustion, and still marched forward with the mind of a conqueror. And today, Samson Dauda stands as one of the most dangerous physiques in the world of bodybuilding. A true monster of muscle, a symbol of power, and a reminder that when you combine discipline with desire, you become unstoppable. This is Samson Dauda, the Nigerian lion, the beast, the future, the man rewriting what a bodybuilding powerhouse looks like.
Danilov Sergey is a true beast, a powerhouse who looks like he was built in a different world. His muscles explode with raw strength, his presence alone makes the gym feel smaller. When Sergey trains, the weights shake, the floor trembles, and every rep looks like he's unleashing a caged animal. His chest, arms, and back pack a level of mass that feels almost unreal. He attacks workouts with savage focus, pushing past limits like they don't exist. Sergey doesn't just grow, he evolves. A relentless beast, a brutal machine, and a rising force built to dominate.
What?
Nick Walker, a name that crashes into the bodybuilding world like thunder splitting the sky. This isn't just another athlete. This is a phenomenon built out of grit, pain, power, and an unstoppable hunger to dominate everything in his path. When people talk about freakish mass, granite muscle density, and sheer inhuman conditioning, they're talking about one man, the mutant. From the very beginning, Nick wasn't built to be average. He was built to break limits. Every rep, every set, every drop of sweat has carved him into something the fitness world still struggles to understand. His physique doesn't just look powerful, it radiates raw aggression, the kind that makes you rethink what the human body is capable of. Nick Walker embodies intensity. Not the casual kind. Not the gym bro kind. This is an intensity forged from obsession. When Nick enters the gym, it's not a workout, it's a war zone. Iron becomes his enemy, pain becomes his guide, and every session becomes a battle that he refuses to lose. His arms explode with round, dense muscle fibers. His shoulders look like armored plates crafted for combat. His back spreads like a beast preparing to unleash destruction. And his legs, thick, monstrous, and powerful, are the foundation of his unstoppable force. What makes Nick even more terrifying is his discipline. He doesn't rely on genetics, hype, or luck. He builds himself brick by brick, crushing through pain barriers that would make most people quit within minutes. His routine is ruthless. His diet is calculated. And his focus is absolute. When Nick sets a goal, the world watches, because they know he's coming for it with the full force of a mutant mindset. But behind the monster physique lies something even more impressive: unshakable resilience. Nick Walker has faced injuries, setbacks, critics, and pressure from every direction, yet every single time, he rises back with even greater power. He uses doubts as fuel. He turns adversity into ammunition. His transformation didn't just redefine his body. It redefined bodybuilding. Nick Walker showed the entire world that size, shape, symmetry, and freak factor can collide into one unstoppable package. That a man can push boundaries without fear. That a warrior mindset can sculpt a physique that feels unreal. Today, Nick is more than a bodybuilder. He is a symbol of what happens when intensity meets discipline and when ambition refuses to die. Fans call him a monster. Others call him a machine. But the truth is simple. Nick Walker is a living reminder that greatness favors the relentless. So when you look at Nick, you're not just seeing muscle. You're seeing dedication turned into armor. Pain turned into power. And dreams turned into a physique so explosive, so dominant, so fearlessly massive, that it shakes the entire landscape of bodybuilding. This is Nick Walker. And this is what happens when a human becomes a beast.